Let's go! It's your man Mike Bowens coming to you again, talking about unleashing the creativity within you. This is how we doing it. We doing it big this morning. We doing it big every day and for the rest of our lives. I'm so excited this morning. I feel so blessed. How about you? You may not be feeling so good right now. You may be unemployed right now, but I come to speak life into you. Here I go. The subject I'm coming to you with right now is hiring yourself. Did he say hiring yourself? With joblessness at an all-time high, people can't find jobs. No one wants to hire them. And people feel discouraged and stressed out. You may be feeling like that right now, but I come to speak life into you and not death. The news may be speaking death into you, but guess what? I'm giving you good news right now in the name of Jesus. That's right, I'm giving you good news that you can start your own business. And I come to say it in the form of hire yourself. Start looking around, start being creative. Hey, you may cook the best macaroni and cheese that anybody has ever tasted. Why don't you box it up, put it in some little tins or some little cartons and start selling it. $3 a plate. Just recently, I went to go visit my niece down in the Lower East Side of Manhattan in New York City. And there's a restaurant there that only sells macaroni and cheese. Have you ever heard such a thing? They got 12 different macaroni and cheeses, but guess what? It's packed, ladies and gentlemen, every single day. And all they sell is macaroni and cheese. What about sewing? Can you sew? What about you sew some shirts? Sew some hats, sew some gloves. Get on the street and start selling them. Get a tax ID. Do what you gotta do. Be creative. See, I'm not talking about stepping outside of the box because my mindset is that there is no box. You create your own path. You create your own destiny. And you gotta start thinking, if nobody's gonna hire me, bless God, I'm gonna hire myself. I'm gonna write my own books if they don't wanna publish my books and create a demand for my stuff that big publishing companies have to come after me. Say you wanna be an actor. They don't wanna give you a role. Give your own self a role. Get yourself a camera and start filming yourself and upload your own videos. See, people, we gotta be people who take things by force and not just wait for things to come to us. Because if you've been waiting a long time, guess what? You may be waiting for the rest of your life. Today is the day that you gotta be creative and step out and say, you know what? I wanna cook, or I wanna have my own business. I wanna have my own clothing line. You may not be P. Diddy. Take that, take that, take that. But guess what? You can start your own clothing line. Get your own label on top of your shirt and do what you need to do and start selling it and do what you need to do, because guess what? You are the one who creates your destiny. Just start thinking, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be brainwashed and don't be force-fed that, oh, if you don't have a job, you're a loser. I come to tell you you're a winner, and you got to start thinking like a winner. Start speaking like a winner and start acting like a winner. That's right. I'm reminded of a man who in New York City used to sell knives and forks and spoons and potato peelers, and people would look at him like, oh, he's a loser. He's nobody. He's not a big office employee. He's not a guy who makes a big salary. But do you know this was $1 million a year business, and he sold every product from hand to hand, standing outside while everyone was going to work? See, it don't take a lot, ladies and gentlemen. It just takes you stepping out and doing something different. And here's where it goes. Here's a saying, a true saying. If you don't do something different, you won't have something different. You may want a lot of things, but you always will be in lack if you don't step out and do what's inside of you. I'm here to tell you that the rest of your life is going to be the best of your life, but you got to step out and do something different. Don't just sit there and let your life pass you by. Be creative. Look around you. There's a story that goes in the Bible. It was a woman whose husband who died, and she had her husband owed creditors, and she had children, and the creditors came and said, you know, we're going to take your children because of the debts that your husband owed when he died. You gotta hear me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so excited right now. I'm so pumped, and I hope you're gonna get what I'm about to say to you. I'm gonna drop a bomb. Do you hear that bomb going? That's what I feel coming through me, baby. That's what I feel coming through me. This is what they did. This is what she went to the man of God. The man of God said to her, listen, this is what I need you to do. Go throughout your house, get some oil, get some bottles, and put some oil in them. Get as many bottles as you can, and go wherever you need to go. And when you read the text, he never says to her, get 10, get 20, get 30, get 40, get 50, get 100. It was up to her how many bottles that she could, empty bottles she could get. So it was up to her vision. Ladies and gentlemen, it was up to her vision, her her desire, how many she wanted to get. And what did she do? She went out and got some. Somebody said that to me. Don't you know I'm going to every house in New York City. I'm gonna get U-Hauls, I'm gonna get trucks, I'm gonna have people carrying them, I'm gonna put them in boxes. You feel me? I'm gonna do what I gotta do to make something out of nothing. You hear me? That's what doing things out of the box is all about, because there is no box, there is no ceiling, and there is no limits. And this is the things that you gotta do. So anyway, back to the story. She got as many as she can, she brought them home, and the prophet said to her, fill them up. She filled them up, took them up. He said, now when you fill them up, take them out and sell them. When you go and sell them, take the profit that you get from that, pay your debtors, and you keep the rest of the money. Now, here's a principle in that. What's in your house that you could be selling? There's a lot of things that people have that you don't need. How many flat screen TVs do you really need? How many appliances do you have in your house that you really need? How many clothes that you have that you don't really need? Come on, eBay. You can put it on eBay and you can sell it. That's hiring yourself. You can take stuff that people don't want, fix it up, refurbish it, and sell it. Come on, this is the society that we live in. This is the time that we live in. We're living in the information age. We're living in the communications age. We're living in a time where I can do business right here in New York with somebody in Japan and they don't even know me, and I plan to do it like that. Big, I plan to do it like that, believing in God. How about you? Come on, how about you? I'm here to motivate you this morning. I'm here to unleash the creativity within you. It may be morning time right now, but you may be watching this at night. Come on, I'm here to inspire you. I'm here to encourage you. I want you to think, ladies and gentlemen, because with God, all things are possible. It may look bleak, it may look dark, but there's nothing too hard when you start to believe that you can. So now, what is it in your house that you can take and begin to sell? Or what service can you provide for somebody else? Listen, when it starts to snow, I love how me and my friends used to get together, get some shovels, and just start walking around block to block. Hey, you need me to shovel your car out the snow? $10. And people didn't want to do it themselves for whatever reason. We was there to do it for them, providing a service. See, this is how the world works, ladies and gentlemen. Goods and services. Amen. Product and services. Do you have a product? Sell it. Do you have a goods? Do you have a service that you can provide? Put yourself to use. Start thinking, ladies and gentlemen. You may have more knowledge than your boss have, but the reason why your boss's job is prospering because you're there. And you putting your ideas and giving it to them and they taking it and running with it. How about you take your own ideas and run with it? Come on, let's go. This is your man, Mike Bowen, unleashing the creativity within you, and let's sign off. Let's go.
Just so infectious, take us through trials just to bless us. My message, sure to encourage the world, little boys and girls, our future leaders, doctors, preachers, and teachers can do all things through Jesus. Continue to pray and work harder than hard. Don't put your trust in man, but put your trust in God now. Can I rock with you? We're unstoppable. Cause with the Lord, all things are possible. All things are possible. All things are possible. Cookie play's gonna work for you, and your smart's gonna work for you. Keep following God, and His blessings gonna fall on you. If you can train your mind to believe it, then you can train your mind to achieve it. Then you can train your mind to receive it. That the sky's the limit. You can be what you wanna be when you're ready to be it. Just look in your eyes, don't you see it? Now, can I rock with you? We're unstoppable. Cause with the Lord, all things are possible. All things are possible, all things are possible, yeah. Just believe, yeah. If you just believe, all things are possible, all things are possible, yeah. Just believe, yeah. If you just believe. Mama used to say you using for a bruising. Why quit when you think you're losing? Wipe them tears, who you think you're fooling? Failures, illusions, made for confusion. My conclusion, keep doing what you're doing. You will win if you don't quit. Hard work brings a profit. Now they ask me, what's your plan, what's your secret, how you do it? It's like I throw a prayer up in the sky, then my blessings fall like the 4th of July. Who am I? The son of a king.